like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab round man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. More bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Yeah.
Switch not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
Set, ready? 60 or.
On the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Step.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He finds an opening past the 40. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ronald Jones, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hurry, hurry!
Mayfield down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Dixon. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Regular. Bravo.
34.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going for Metcalf on the deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the 1st down to go along with it. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Hurry.
34's the mic. He's coming. Check him.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Completes it to Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Let's go, hey.
Well, Mike 34, Mike 34.
Mayfield to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hey, high 7.
54. Here we go, here we go. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Wide, get wide.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
You draw corkers.
Watch that.
Get it.
Back to throw. Hoover. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Ready to break.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Alpha.
58 to Mike, 58.
Operating from the gun. Hoover. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Keep it up. Keep it up, guys.
Looking to throw. Hoover. And he's got it complete to Anderson. Got some real estate inside the 30.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
Fellas, let's set a tone.
Smooth.
58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. Tighten up, tighten up.
Go.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Maher is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You don't want none of that. Get it. Pick up the ball.
Now a give, right side. Grant, he takes this for 3 to the 29.
Yeah, baby.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch it.
Hey, alert 33.
Stop right there. Hey.
Wahoo.
Throwing, Mayfield. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Here's Jones. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
On the ready.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Here we go.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Yes.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Browns nothing.
Ready.
Check. 59.
Hey, Haywood. Woo-hoo. Lee Griffin.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hoover looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Switch. Quick to edge.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Flushed out right. That's caught by Kelly. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Next to score, Steelers 17, Browns nothing. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On second down, it's Dixon trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Kings.
Right there, 54, right there. 54.
Mayfield.
Long day for you.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Run. 34. Pistol. Scoot.
Mayfield looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Alert.
Here we go. Hey, alert 40.
Hey, Zoo.
48 right now. Let's go.
Don't let him breathe. Watch out.
Here's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Ready, set, buzz.
Here I come. Here I come.
Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
180.
34's a Mike. He's coming. Check him. I'm coming.
On 1st down, it's Grant. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
6 guys. Check.
Hey, alert.
Now Dixon, and he gets it down to the 32. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run it with Dixon. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the 2nd half.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And some room to maneuver. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Hey, switch gears.
Geis, they'll try to run it, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Go, Mike, point it right. Let's make these.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Third and long for Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
43.
Hey, let go.
43 is the mic.
Go.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
I'm coming.
43 is the mic, boys. 43. Check.
Hey.
6 man. Check curls.
2nd and 11. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On first down, Hoover. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Pistol.
34 is the mic. 34 is the mic.
Let's go.
Mike 34. Mike 34.
Scoop.
To throw, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation. So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them. And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Get in the way.
Real. Hey, alert! Go!
Mike 34.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Ready? 8, read.
Double
We got 4. We got 4.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist.
Go.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Ready.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Hoover into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st down, they go with Dixon. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Mike's by 4.
Check. Kill.
They stay on the ground with Dixon. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the run. He's coming. Double up.
Regular.
Double up.
On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Dixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Watch the out.
Now a give, right side. Grant. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Cleveland Farrell able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Now! Go! Hey, Delta!
Mike, check, 59.
Ready?
Back to throw. Hoover. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right at the 35. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll run with Dixon. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 44, Mayfield, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Grant. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this one's incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The Browns on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Bravo.
Mike 54.
Let's go.
Mayfield now. There he goes inside the 30. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 34. Mike 34.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
This is Grant. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 17.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Watch 54. Tackles. Check three. Pistol. Bang.
They go back to Grant. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
34's the Mike. He's coming.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
You better bring it. Protein spill.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Okay, ready? Hey, high 7.
Mike is 59. Mike the 50.
Operating from the gun, Hoover. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, exit.
Mayfield on first down. T.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Check Mike 34.
Mayfield to throw it. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to know.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check. Shift. Smooth.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Yeah, that's what I do.
Check 59, Mike 59.
Looking to throw on second down. Hoover going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Yep.
Win the rep. Let's go right here.
Let's go.
Off play action. Hoover. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Set, 180.
Mike's 5'4".
You better bring it.
They'll run on first down. Dixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
180.
He's coming. check him.
Regular.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Grant, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big, as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a 2-point conversion. Now a toss coming right side. It's Dixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts, as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Check, 59.
Let him know.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Switch.
Geis.
Go, run!
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the double.
Check, 59. All day, baby, all day.
Shit!
80 weapon. Yo, go! Hey, wahoo! Big grip!
From the gun, Hoover. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check.
Ready?
Now a run with Geis. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
The quarterback keeps it. It's a loss of a yard. Bringing up 3rd and
2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for Pittsburgh, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on